providing regular and constant and timely updates to the game would be healthy. Hello and welcome to the Cowboy4Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Bragio.
Cold.
I was about to say it was apparently very cold.
Yeah.
And Ben from NolanTCG.
It is quite chilly.
That's not that bad.
I'm just soft now.
Jake, we have to go outside to get dinner after this.
Yeah, and that's why I have worn appropriate clothing.
Yeah, maybe some pants would do me some good.
Yes, yes it is.
This is thin.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Bragg, did you get up to much this week?
Well, this wasn't the week that I went to locals, was it?
No.
No, yeah. That's because the previous Thursday, so since I've been on, because I was on last week's episode.
Oh.
Actually, no, that's a lie. I turned up instead of hangover cure.
Yes. You did in fact walk through frame and say that Gatorade is good for hangovers.
Or Powerade. Or Staminade. Their lesser-known cousin. Or Pocari Sweat if you're in Japan. Oh,
Just make sure you're putting something before aid as your hangover cure.
First aid?
Yeah, that'll do.
Otherwise, I've got my linkages in the mail, so the deck is proper ready to fire. Just finding the afternoons to get in and play. That and also, I realise I'm very close to August, so I should get my Pokemon stuff in order. So there's a bit more Pokemon than I would like happening. But,
It's okay. We ain't playing Pokemon Worlds.
well, you aren't.
I aren't. I ain't got a ticket to go.
No, we can sneak in. There's a million people we can hit up if you really wanted in.
I just want to go to the shop.
Yeah, and you can get in the shop. That lottery is the one that I'm most worried about.
I entered that lottery. Yeah.
Like,
I entered that lottery. I entered in like 3 time slots for one day.
yeah.
Sorry, welcome to our personal conversation we haven't.
Look, lotteries in
off
Japan,
camera.
like, it's...
They've
And
got
the
you
shit that we
fired.
talked about prior to the podcast that was on camera still wasn't this.
How's
It
the
was
audience
some
for...
other garbage.
Well, how's the audience for Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds? Is it
I
a lottery
haven't-
too?
I haven't tried to figure that out yet, but I probably should because I'm gonna be there.
And it's probably going to be a lottery.
Probably. I
It's
want
just...
that card though.
Yeah.
They always give a promo card for attendance. I want it.
I'm now back in Tokyo that weekend as well, so... I might go.
We're gonna go to Worlds.
Yeah, so much to do. And since there is so much to do, Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of lacking, but
Can we make a sign and hold it up in the crowd that says "Going fast makes me feel alive"?
I reckon. Yeah.
Are you going to have the translation in Japanese on the other side?
Sure. If it translates.
Wonder what his catchphrase is. But yeah, very quiet week, Yu-Gi-Oh wise.
Ben.
So on Tuesday, I proceeded to not win a die roll for the 3rd locals in a row. Went really badly, given that I'm playing a deck that thrives on going first.
That it does.
So I think I went like 2-2. I was like, yeah. Today I went X1. And I won a die roll,
You did.
but I lost that match.
Yes, you did.
Yes. Like, I think against Luke, I lost die roll, and he's like, "You can go first," and I was like, "Good." And then he shifted me, and I was like,
Bad.
"I'm gonna set 5," and he was like, "You drew for turn." He's like, I've also bricked. Set 3, and I was like, "Ah, yes, you are dead now." Yeah, I have fun. I'm enjoying playing the deck, the very least. It'll be a case of, I'm gonna play it at Oshi's and just have fun with it. Soon I'll be able to play competitively with it, and it'll be the best deck in the world. It's gonna win Worlds.
Sure. Whatever you say, Ben.
I didn't even say what I'm playing. I'm playing Rescue Ace. I don't think I said I was playing Rescue Ace unless
I mean,
Go
podcast, did I?
Ace!
Yeah, I think you did.
If Rescue Ace makes it in the final, we should have a Go Ace. We could double up on the signages.
Yes. We're gonna have all the signs in the crowd. Woo!
And they ask you to
Go
leave because
Ace.
your signs are distracting. My week. So Tuesday.
Oh wait, I didn't finish my week. I also bought a Quartzy Raresy.
He did in fact buy a Quartzy Raresy.
Imagine if
Not
I
good
held it
enough to
upside
pull
down.
one.
Nah. I bought me a Quartzy Raresy.
Wait, was it cracked today? Or was it just...
It was
was
just
just
in the
there.
store. Like the store doesn't have the product, so someone else has bought it somewhere and then sold it
And
to.
sold it to the store.
Yeah.
So I ended up with a Quartzy Raresy Dante. happy for that.
It looks nice. They look way better than I thought originally.
Yeah, I'm a fan of them. Like, if this particular run, I'm not super invested into getting any particular ones other than maybe Dark Hole and Terraforming. Just because a lot of them are sort of archetypal, and I don't play any of said archetypes.
You mean you've never played Burning Abyss?
I don't know if I have. In fact, no.
I'd be surprised if you had, to be honest.
I've had it at multiple intervals. I've owned a Burning Abyss core, but I've never played it.
Jake, when was the last time you summoned a black card?
That's quite a way to describe it. In physical game or otherwise?
In the physical card game.
Duel.
Yeah, he would have made Zeus.
I wasn't playing Zeus.
Oh, Dweller.
Yes.
Interesting.
I went right to Baguska
Dweller,
Zeus.
Beatrix, Wallow,
Beatrix Lestrange.
Beatrice, Wallow, Time Thief, and Bugu.
Oh, yeah, he's Time Thief shit as well.
Time Thief good.
Yeah, Time Thief is an XE deck.
It is. Actually, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Well, we'll chat about
You're
it.
gonna talk about it now.
No. My week.
No, I thought you were
My
I
week.
thought you were masturbating and playing Time Thief on Master Duel with your
Oh,
friends.
of those-
you're one to talk.
Yeah. FTK.
No.
Only deck I play.
But I think he's missed the point of my derivative there. For sure. Go on.
No one cares. Anyway, my week. So Tuesday and today. both
Reduel's
went-
not that sexy.
No.
But
Perpetua.
I was gonna say Petulia, whatever it's called.
Perpetua. Nah, she good. Anyway, yeah, my week today and Sunday both went. Today, Sunday. Today and Tuesday, I went X1. Deck's still performing okay, although I have seen a build online that I think I might pivot more towards. It's a bit more aggressive on the no, please stop playing aspect of the deck. And yeah, just does a lot more stuff. Takes out a lot of the bricks as well, which is an issue that I keep coming across. But other than that, the deck's still performing fine, so even if I don't decide to, it'll still do the thing. In the finals today, the main issue I ran across is that, I got even lead at one point, and rather than keeping the monster that would have kept me in play, I kept a trap that was like going to disrupt his board. I should just let him set up the board with whatever extra deck thing he wants, because my deck doesn't care about the extra deck, so let him do what he likes.
This wasn't when I evenly Jake. When I evenly Jake, I couldn't play. I opened so laughably unplayable that I was like, pass?
Where it's like, oh, I hope that this is enough of a nuke on him that he can't play, and then hopefully I can play in 2 turns. Oh, never mind.
When he first played it, I didn't even realize he'd played it.
Yeah,
he sat there with it on the
kept
board,
going,
and I was like,
just
okay, so main phase 2, do this. He's like,
There's an evenly match that's on the board.
I was
right
like,
now.
oh, okay, banish these things. Anyway, main phase 2, do.
His do was just a do as he set 2 cards and passed.
I did.
No. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do.
And was enough to win the game?
What was already on board was enough to win the game. It just had to keep attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no cards that could be summoned.
That's like my favorite thing about this deck is that, like, if all else fails, like if you don't get to rip the extra deck and you don't get to do the thing, you still just have a massive body, just a fucking huge thing on the board.
And I got to attack over it.
You did, yeah. Because in our game too, I bricked really bad. I saw 2 copies of pre-prep in my hand, which only adds the shittest cards in my deck.
So I win die roll, and Jake's like, "Oh, I've bricked," and I was like, "Oh, well, I've kind of bricked. So like, let's see how this goes." And then he's like, "Imperm," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I have the card that lets me play on your turn. I pass." Jake summons his Ecclesia, triggers off my impulse, and he's like, "Ash," and I'm like, So you had 2 hand traps in full combo? Ah, yes. You bricked. Yes.
It gets worse than that too, because I had the deer.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at my hand properly, obviously, when I said that I
I
bricked.
was just like, this is some brick. Yes.
Well, look, in game 2, I actually didn't open all that well. I got to just the 2 bad ritual spells and just summoned the big dude. And because of the chat that you had on the previous podcast, I thought you just flushed your extra deck with a bunch of shit to trigger if
No,
I
I
made
was
you
just
send
shit
stuff.
talking so that you wouldn't activate your effects.
Yeah, which I didn't for a long time. And then
To be fair, I thought you were playing around the fact that I had the 1 in hand that I could discard and special summon. Like, the game wasn't over until you activated effect on field, and I was like, discard, full combo. If you just didn't activate the Herald, I would never have been able to kill you.
What can you do? Anyway, but yeah, game 3, you bricked hideously, and I opened kind of bonkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And then, yeah, game 3 just got out-resourced. Maroons has still a lot in the grave, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Go, ace.
Like, you just clear their board, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to banish this to add back this Reborn spell, and then I'm going to banish this to bring back effectively a Link 3, and then I'm going to fucking banish this to do other shit. I'm like, can you fucking stop? Like, just let me do my thing. Also, in that entire run of 3 games, I think I got to resolve my send half your extra deck once. Every other thing it got Maroon Cess waived. I was like, okay, so not only am I not sending your extra deck, you're also making your monster ineffective at the turn. Fantastic. Love it.
Marin's good. Shout.
It's not bad. Like, it's not a bad deck, as much as people like to give shit to it. It does what it does. It's fairly consistent. Like, it effectively has a 1-card combo that's super easy to do.
Yes.
And yeah, it can just sit on a massive body.
Yeah, and if you find ways to out all the other problem cards in this format, and there's a win con there, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like it loses to the same thing that most decks lose to at the moment, where if there's a macro on board, it's a bit problematic for your graveyard-centric deck. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, so moving on. We start with Master Duel. So we are in the midst of both festivals now running simultaneously, both the Legend Anthology Academy and the Synchro Fest. Yeah, I've finished the medals on Legend Anthology. Did all the things on that just because it was easy, and I wanted the little academy thing for whatever reason. Synchro, not so much.
You don't know how to make white cards.
No, I do. It just gets very boring.
You're not playing going fast decks then.
Well, you are,
got
and
feeling
you're
alive.
still not like
I'm done.
just winning every game.
Oh yeah, of course, because I'm playing shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't
Well,
want to
no,
have
the-
to craft a whole nother bullshit run of decks, so I just stuck with Sword Soul. But Sword Soul has been nerfed in the fact that you don't have links, and Mogi is at 1. So it makes it very hard to play. Also, Protoss is banned, so I can't just summon a thing and go, ha. Like, it does force you to, like, go into some really unique combo lines, which I kind of appreciate. But, yeah, I just want to be able to run through Mogi.
They've done this with Sword Soul before in a festival where, like, you had to kind of play a bit different and weird. I'm like,
I
the
think,
other Sword Soul cards aren't that bad. They're alright.
yeah, look, they can do some stuff. I think it was the last Synchro Festival, but I can't remember what they banned. I don't know if it was just... yeah, I'm assuming it was just the fact that you didn't have links, that people were playing, like, the random level 6 and the Battle Trap Tuner Negate thing that came with it.
You're live on the
random structure.
podcast right now. What's up? Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later then. Bye.
Ben orchestrated that call to flex on the fact that he has a girlfriend, and probably none of you do, except for Paul, who has a wife.
Nah.
I respect that, Paul.
All partners. All partners.
Oh, true.
Look. Just be happy with yourself before subjecting someone else to yourself.
That's one way to phrase it, I guess. Yeah.
Eat your vegetables.
No, don't, don't do that. It's a lie made up by a big farm.
Not big farmer, just big farm.
Big farm.
Yeah.
Big farm be like, we have these orange things. They make you see in the dark.
Those are one of the
Jake
ones
was
that
like,
I
"That's
bullshit. Also, it is actually bullshit, so go fuck yourself. It has nothing to do with that. That's a lie they made up to fool the Germans.
What?
The whole eating carrots at night thing was
Yeah.
just shit that they told, like, to fake out the Germans. It was actually because they had, like, night vision tech.
The British soldiers eat their carrots. The Germans were like, give me some carrots.
They also did that.
And I told the German kids. And the British kids. And all the kids.
If you eat this carrot, it will make you see.
Anyway, the Duel Pass in Master Duel has also refreshed, I believe, today. So I'm just double checking. So, assuming that it has, because we definitely didn't know these a week ago, the 50-point range, or level 51, is a background for, I want to say, Utopia Draco Future or something along those lines.
yeah, one of those.
Just a thing. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of like the backgrounds. I just have the one there and it just stays there. I don't change it.
Jake.
Yes, the mate at level 75 is Cyframe Gear Gamma.
How many?
Just one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just one.
TCG accurate Gamma.
Yes, it is an accurate gamma.
My background for ages was the.
Does it transform the driver? That would be sick.
It won't. I can guess it'll just sit there with its ugly fucking head, and when you press it, it'll just go.
Every time you draw driver, it should just start it should glow for both you and your opponent, so everyone knows he's got the driver.
That'd be awesome.
For ages, I had fucking what's his name, Golden Lord Boots, as my background.
Sexy boots.
Yeah, and only
Was it this Lord, or
yeah,
was it
no,
this
no,
Lord?
it's this Lord. This is Lord.
Oh, okay.
He leers over the field. He's like, my hands.
Then I finally changed to Kagari.
What is that voice for Golden Lord?
My hands. My hands.
My hands.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope there's a voice and character change for when Sassy Lord enters in season 2.
Yeah.
It was more like, my hands.
Look at my hands.
We both went for the same voice.
I just copied yours.
Is he in the anime?
What? No.
no,
He's in the
it's just
manga.
in the
It's in the manga.
He's in the manga.
The same manga where
So is
Raid has a
Zeus in-
birthday?
Who?
Is it the Raid birthday manga?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think Sky Striker players want to acknowledge her birthday.
No, they didn't like that.
Or some of them do.
But yeah, I got Kagari background now.
Sus!
So I can't remember how much this one costs. I'm assuming somewhere between 700 to 800. If you're playing in the Legend Anthology and the Synchro Fest, you probably earned more than that anyway. So it should be relatively free.
I've got like 6,000 gems.
Yeah, like, what are
That's
you going to
great.
buy? These packs are shit anyway. Just start buying cosmetics.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
Like-
suppose at the moment, like, even in the next pack, I'm assuming that's not going to be cash or anything super relevant. So you can probably just buy some nice aesthetic things like the Cyburst Field or some new sleeves or a shitty background that no one cares about.
19 hours left. Fuck. Jake,
I need 1,000 eyes.
So by the time this is published, it'll be fine.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, just cut out this bit that I'm talking about.
Nah.
Right now.
Never. Oh, I've got a
If I
flag.
get banned
I've got a
before
flag that-
Oshi's, I will fucking end you.
What are you gonna get banned for?
For leaking shit, Ben.
You've done worse than that.
Yes, but in the eyes of Konami, those aren't a crime. Like
Just in
tax evasion and fraud. And
I treat my cards as a shell company.
Man, that's pretty much what. That's the big problem with Pokemon cards in China at the moment. Like, they just all cottoned onto the value, and so they just use it as and so it's just completely wiped the Japanese trading card market.
I can't wait for the day in 10 years where, like, illegal corporations are, instead of trading crypto and other stuff, they're just trading, like...
I got my quartzy raisies.
CSGO skins and fucking starlights.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, moving on to the physical card game, we have a few announcements of upcoming products.
Wasn't there? Well, was the Master Duel Banlist last week?
Oh, no, I do have a link for
There was
that.
a
Sorry.
Master Duel ban list.
Yes.
It sucked.
I've got a link for it here somewhere.
It was okay.
But yeah, I mean, as
There's 5 cards, and all of them were unnecessary. So they limited EEV.
yeah,
They limited Floowandereeze.
Yeah.
Empen, yeah, they limited Empen, and they limited Suliak.
Suliak.
Yes.
And
Which, fine. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just play one then.
They're like, oh no, the fact that I was playing 2.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll just put
Now
Free space.
everyone has to play the optimal build of running Heartbeat so that when you send the Celiac, you can add it back.
Why were you not playing Heartbeat already?
I was playing Heartbeat.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, some people weren't.
Yeah,
should
those
do that.
people are
I
stupid.
mean, you may as well, like,
Especially when you've got as many people thinking they're fucking edgelords and running branded. It's just like, oh, I've sent your branded beast back to the deck. What the fuck are you gonna do now? Nothing. You ain't doing shit.
heartbeat, my heartbeat. Good song.
I'm thinking of fucking that show from the 80s, that Australian TV show, the police show. Or is it a medical show? I don't know. The one's like heartbeat, do something, 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 and something, and something.
I don't mean what you refer, but it's
Sometimes your memory makes me think that you're an evil genius. Other times,
It's just a fucking
makes me
chimpanzee
think.
going.
The other times, your memory makes me think that you should be in a straitjacket.
I was gonna put it on, but we'll get demonetized.
Yes.
Melissa George.
What?
Oh no, this is the
George
this
is a
is the
puppy.
new one.
There's a new one. Have the same theme.
Oh, it's UK apparently.
Oh.
No, it's us. UK loved it too.
UK viewers, remember Heartbeat?
Do we have any of those?
I'm sure this one.
There's a couple.
Anyway, so that ban list comes into effect as of the 1st of July. Again, probably won't make that big an impact, which is kind of the point. It's just like bringing tier a little bit further down, and for whatever reason, Flawondery as well, because fuck them. Just bringing them a little bit down as well.
Was the virus turning up? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It happened in the TCG, and they were like,
Well,
What?
we bring these out monthly, so let's do this one now, and we'll do the TCG one in 6 months.
let's
when
do this one now, and then we'll worry about acknowledging the best deck later.
Yeah.
Yes. But it is interesting in the sort of meta analytics of what I've seen of Master Duel. They're putting Sprite a lot closer to tier now, and I think it's purely on the fact that they can summon Avramax, and most people aren't running out to Avramax.
Okay. I'm gonna be real. I zoned out there.
I mean, Sprite still hit plat. Like
It's still a fine deck. It's just not Toad related.
yeah, it's
Slime
kind of,
Toad?
No, the other one, the one that's dead.
like what does swap go to?
Swaps to 2.
Swaps to 2. Man.
Now I can only play my 2 ultis. To make
Oh
nothing.
crap! I don't know where they are again.
How do you keep losing these things?
Oh,
Bragg loses ultis all over the house.
Yeah, I know this.
The
Loses
amount
them
of random times I've been
literally all
like,
the time.
oh, there's an ulti under the lounge. Hey, Bragg, I found your ulti Terratop.
I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, the Terratops are like, I'm more concerned about that. I like frogs more than Terratops, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
2 better than 3.
Anywho, so moving on to the physical card game, we have some announcements of product coming out very soon.
Ooh.
The
Possibly
most,
The best product ever?
yeah. So this
Clickbait
one,
title?
so this one is the 25th anniversary rarity collection.
I was hoping it would bait and go the starter there.
I was thinking about it. It did cross my mind.
That's the best product ever.
This is very similar to the line of product that the OCG got. Probably won't be exactly the same, but it does have a lot of similarities.
There's a 1 card difference in the card count.
Yes.
Theory is that card is Maxi being removed.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we got
Yeah.
one less.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
We do
Hold
in
on.
fact get 79. So yeah, there's 79 cards in total, each available in 7 different rarities, including 2 brand new rarities. So Super Ultra Secret, Quartzy Raresies, Platinum Secret Rares, Prismatic Style Collector's Rares, made with extra sparkle.
I
New.
kind of don't like those.
No, I
No, I do. I'm about them.
like the old secret.
And they're new Prismatic Style Ultra Rares with a raised 3D varnish effect. This is the same as the Japanese Ultimate Rare technology, previously available only in Asia.
Yes.
So I like those as well.
So, theoretically, if you purchase 3 cases of this set, I think you're guaranteed to get a playset of each card in every rarity. Well, at least you have enough distribution, because the ratios in these are quite good. It's like 1 in 3 of your ultras will become an ulti, and then 1 in 6 of your secrets will become a whatever the new Starlight is, or Quartzy Raresies.
Quartzy Raresies, yep.
Yeah.
So some of the cards that they've announced that are definitely coming for us are Ash Blossom, Nibiru, Effect Veiler, Imperm, Baron de Fleur, Savage Dragon, and Egyptian God Slime, as well as Pot of Prosperity, Triple Tactics Talent, and Forbidden Droplet. Going off the OCG, again, if it is going to be a direct parallel to what they got, some of the ones that they received. So I'm just trying to find the picture. So they got a bunch of other stuff like Ghost Bell, Lancia.
Like the full Ghost Girl set, or
I don't know if it's the full Ghost Girl set.
what? Effect Veiler.
Veiler was one of the ones I said.
Okay. Good.
Dark Ruler No More, Cyber Agile Ben 10, Tour Guide, Sword Soul Iris for reasons. They have specifically the Sassy Lord, which would actually be really nice.
Sassy Lord and Quartzy Razzie.
Sassy Lord. Change of Heart, Reasoning,
Ball.
Rhoda, Schism. I'm going to get that.
Quartzy Razzie Schism.
Quartzy's Resi Schism. D-Barrier, Harpy's Featherstorm, evenly matched. Punishment.
I mean, we've already had a few good prints of that.
There's a couple of like specifically archetypal ones like Albaz. What's the other one I was thinking of? There was one I was thinking of. Nadir Servant. What was the other one? I'm literally looking at it.
This sucks.
Sassy? Not Sassy.
Oh, they're doing both. Okay. Well,
they
again,
did both.
They did both in the OCG. Lone Fire Blossom's also a kind of cool one. Oh, the extra deck. I forgot about the extra deck ones. Ding! Ding, 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 ding.
Your boy, Redo.
Yeah, my boy. Avramax, also my boy. They're doing... Oh, again, they did the alt art of Ibli riding Nightmare Unicorn.
And the regular.
And the regular one. How do I keep missing the fucking normal ones? I just, like, tunnel vision onto the alt arts. What the fuck? And some cool exes, including a Ghost Trick for reasons. Junk Speeder.
Junk Speeder, which Ghost Trick?
Angel of Mischief.
Oh, the WinCon. That's a cute one.
That is kind of cool.
That's the most played one. Because there's more cheese decks than Ghost Trick decks.
Yes. Entis and Arclight are both getting prints in this. So again, if we're believing that this is to be a direct translation minus the Maxi, this is a pretty good indication of some of the stuff we'll get.
Yeah.
But there could be another couple of changes. Like they may well change out a couple of the cards that maybe aren't super popular in the TCG. So it'll be interesting to see what we end up getting. But either way, as Ben said, if you do have the funds and want to get as many of the high rarity stuff as possible, it is sort of 3 cases and the ratios sort of work out that way. However, that is about $4,500.
I'll buy one case. I'm in for one, definitely.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting one as well.
Like, this is the kind of set where, like, you can probably buy a case, sell off what you don't like, and get a respectively decent amount of money left, like, back. Like...
Yeah, and I suppose this is a question more so for Australia consumers than anywhere else, is the potential issue is actual availability.
Demand exceeding product, because there's a chance demand will massively outdo product supply.
And it depends on how exclusive they actually want this product to be as to how much they actually send out.
Yeah.
So, another reason why Konami hates Australia.
Just give me the cheapest prosp.
I'll give you a super rare, because it'll be available in super in this set.
Well, so in that regard, for each pack, it'll have 2 super rares, 1 secret rare with a 1 in 4 chance of being one of the upgraded Platinum Secrets or Quartzy Raresies, and then 2 ultra rares, each of which has an individual 1 in 6 chance of being upgraded to the Prismatic Collectors or Prismatic Ultra Rare.
I saw 1 in 3 on the press release that I saw.
Are you thinking maybe this?
No. It was definitely like where they had the 3 rarities listed. Interesting. Wait, does that... Click source. It'll take you to the actual page. That'll answer all the questions, because it's on the actual Yu-Gi-Oh website.
I have to accept cookies, but I don't get to eat them.
Yeah, 1 in 4. Okay, sure. I thought I read 1 in 3 originally. Maybe my math's then off on collecting everything as a playset, but
you've still got a pretty solid chance, and whatever you don't want, you can sort of trade.
I am dumbfounded as to the fact that they're printing this as just actual booster packs. Like, making these booster packs and putting them in a booster box is absurd. Like,
Why's that?
No, like, in a good way. This is, like, the most non-Konami thing I've seen in a long time. Like, I would have expected this to be no. You pay us $60, we give you 4 packs in a big bit of plastic, and we call it a day. Instead, no, the actual booster boxes, which is, yeah, like, astounding. It's as if
Begs the
Konami
question.
doesn't want to fuck us over for once.
Yeah, well, it begs the question: where's the catch?
Where's the catch?
What gets banned?
This
What-
product is actually going to be like those stupid magic things. That was like, oh, you thought this case was 1,500? It's actually 10.
Like, I guess the here's where they fuck you over is if you're like a high-end collector that has all of this shit in max rarity already.
That is true, actually.
You've
Yeah.
been fucked over, but I don't care about you. Like, normie mindset, eat the rich.
I thought they might have done this with the tins. It's kind of weird that it's another booster though.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah, it begs the question what special thing they're doing with the tins. They
I thought
didn't.
they were doing
yeah,
something special with the
they are
tins.
doing something special with the tins, but I
It
don't
was
remember what it was.
quartzy raisies in the tins.
Yeah, quartzy raisies. But they're doing quartzy raisies in every product leading up until, I don't know, the end of the year, you'd assume.
It's gonna be nice to get so many quartzy raisies. You reckon I can pull the quartzy raisy from my structure deck?
Structure deck.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever structure deck they release. Surely they're gonna put one out.
Starter deck.
Will they sneak in quartzy raisies in there?
Oh, into that. That would
Yeah.
be wild.
Well, let's have a look at what's coming in the 2-player starter sets that's coming.
There's quartzy raisies in this.
Doubtful.
Then this would be the best product of the year.
Yeah, as Ben and I sort of discussed off camera, this seems to be very close to stuff that they actually just used to give.
This used to be something that they just gave you for free. You went to locals and you were like, I want to learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And they were supposed to give
wait.
you this little free deck.
Actually, it's so much worse than that. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm just reading through the press
Oh,
release.
Did you not know it comes with the other stuff?
No, let me read through. For those who may not have also read this because they assumed that they didn't care. So using 2 different decks to go head-to-head, the starter set's 64-page comic book walks you through a scripted, non-randomized duel to teach you TCG basics from the beginning, from your first card draw through summons and battles to the extra decks, synchro, and Xyz monsters. It's fucking scripted.
Yeah, it's scripted decks.
Yeah, but you can also use the starter decks to verse each other.
Yeah, I understand that. You can just shuffle and ignore the book, but like, it's so funny that like, oh, this is the best way to teach you how to play the game. If solo modes have taught me anything, they teach you nothing.
Really? Well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Solo mode shows you like one mechanic of what a deck does, and then I just so happen to have exactly the right amount of damage on board.
So, the best part of this, you buy it, you read the comic, you know you've won. Then you just go to random friends and be like, oh, we should play. I want to play this deck. Oh, let's follow the script. Oh, I won. Oh,
There would be a kid that does that.
yes.
I can see it now.
My kid's called Jake.
How the fuck dare you?
You do that.
Was that French show? Was that scripted?
Which French show?
The French Yu-Gi-Oh show. Remember they had that like playoff.
French Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, they're all in suits. Like it was like a.
I remember the Japanese one, but not a French one.
Yeah, I thought they did in English as well, but
Okay.
not in English, in French.
I don't
But, yeah,
think the
so, I mean-
Japanese one was scripted.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
was.
They seem to be having too much fun for it to be scripted. Like, genuinely, it seemed like they were having too much fun for it to be scripted. Like, when there was, like, the 3 dudes that were all just, like, backseat dueling to play the Atlantean deck.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's sick.
So yeah, with these 2 structures, you get 2 44-card decks,
Four-
and
40 card extra, 4 card side?
yeah, full card extra. Yeah.
40 card main, 4 card extra.
It's gonna be tough how to do a starter deck in the game here and now. Way back when it was, you could kind of have a generic-y deck like a cookie cutter and just go at it. But
The fact that these are like one is Xyz and one is synchros, they could just do effectively just Yuma versus Yusei? Is that the one?
members humor and not you say far out.
I don't know if he's meant
Synchros versus Xyz.
but
Like they just pick the 2 anime protagonists and
surely there's a fusion, an Xyz, a Synchro, and a Link in this extra deck.
doesn't say so.
When you have to choose
There's
which
4
deck.
card extra.
Extra decks, synchro and Xyz monsters. That's all you get.
Okay, so hear me out. they found product from 10 years ago. Those those learn to play decks, and
And
like,
just-
what did we take out? Is it the First of the Dragons fusion? Was that the fusion that was in it?
First of the Dragons, perhaps?
Is it First of the Dragons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it absolutely wasn't Fist of the Dragons.
I don't fucking care. I've never summoned this card.
The
before.
fact that First of the Dragons is nearly 10 years old now is actually kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've just taken
it's
those
just-
out and
Yeah.
just be like, here,
Definitely brand new product. Don't look into it.
$40, please. Thank you.
What was one of the? There was a quick play spell that does that increases attack that they always put in those starter decks if it's back.
Reinforcements.
Rush recklessly.
No. No, I mean not the original ones. In that 2008 to 2013 period, they just kept putting the same as like here's Dark Hole, here's an equipped spell, here's this, and it was just the same 20 cards over and over again. It's like, okay,
Base Membo.
Space Member wasn't quite a few.
It was. The demo deck Space Membo is highest rarity of Space Membo.
I went somewhere else with that.
But yeah, at least they're giving something as opposed to nothing.
It'll be
Granted,
good-
you have to pay for it.
It'll be good to point at an actual game product and not speed your product when I'm asked, hey, how should I pick up the game? And now I'll be like, starter deck.
How should I pick up the game? Points at the 25th anniversary collection and says, this has every staple you would need. Buy as much of it as you can get your hands on.
True.
Then don't even use it, just sit on it.
Yeah, just
Idle.
it'll be a really good set to just not open to. Like, it's the kind of thing that a month later will be worth more money.
The Toon Chaos. First edition.
Do you reckon I'll unlim run this set?
Oh, imagine.
Depends on how popular it is and how
I
much
think
they can
I
put.
think it's wildly popular.
They could
The
keep...
question is, will they?
Surely if they just kept printing it every, year, you got enough people joining onto the game that you could just keep it running. Like, just keep selling them.
They won't be able to print quartzy rarezies because it won't be the quartzy anymore.
True. Oh, you just take the quartzy rarezies out in the unlimited run, where
Yes.
you're not making a profit, but you're still getting, pot of prosperity. We're
Super
gonna pull.
rares.
There's gonna be so many slimes. Like every pack's gonna be like
Was Egyptian God Slime in the?
in the.
It was in the
announcement.
blurb, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Was it in the OCG set?
Well, I can't even find the OCG set.
No, Jake had it up before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in the
but
Discord.
what's it called?
It was in fact.
It was in there.
Yeah.
Surely then this is.
But
just
what's
a
it called?
copy.
Because what was the set that this is based off?
The set that came out in January, the 25th anniversary collection for Japan.
Because I thought that was the.
Or 2 years
other-
ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
The original rarity collection. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Well-
I'm like, it wasn't the 25th though, right? It's
No.
something else.
It was like the rarity collection.
It's a little too coincidental that that was an 80 card set and we're getting a 79 card set.
We have one card that's banned out of the 80.
Yeah, seems a little coincidental.
But I didn't think Pot of Prosperity had a reprint over there. So they've changed. They're gonna change cards.
No, it definitely has reprints.
Oh.
Yay.
Yeah, the Pros would have came with reprints in the initial set.
Oh no, but I mean, I thought it was only that wave that they're sitting on one wave as well. Because when I went looking for any version of it,
It's just like the only pod card gets played.
Yeah, Desire's like only Sword Soul plays that, and even then it's like, nah.
Yeah.
Duality would be played if Flunder wasn't completely destroyed. Yeah. What else do you play? Extrav, only cringe decks.
Next news story.
Yes. So, next one is the Japanese full deck list for the Jack Atlas structure. So,
that's how you should start the game.
normal cards, as you'd expect. Some okay-ish reprints like Wandering King, Wild Wind, sort of an essential extender for the deck.
That's the Panther, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Phantom King Hydride. I've seen that name somewhere. I think it's like a level 3 tuner that summons itself somehow. Backjack for reasons.
Backjack is Jack Atlas.
Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. And Assault Beast and Psy Reflector. And I'm assuming Assault Mode further down.
Assault Mode activate.
Yeah, that one. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Perfect. Yep, whole combo's there. Fire Ant Ascator and Ascator Dawnwalker. They're sort of the old version and the new version of like the free synchro discardy tingies.
Okay.
Just gets you to stuff easier.
Yeah.
Resonator Call, Resonator Engine, Resonator Command, Burning Soul. Pot of Extrav is a good one. What else have we got?
Is it? Oh, and that's the other thing with the Prosper reprint. Are they just going to reprint another? Like now we're getting low rarity. Are we going to get another crazy cracked pot card?
Maybe.
Because when we got,
I mean, we didn't get one announced in the next 2 sets so far.
Well,
We've not had a
They came out
cracked
in
pot
our
set.
Feb set, so we didn't get one in Feb, so we're not getting one for at least another year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing in the next 2 sets that indicates we're getting one, so it'll be.
it hasn't been
a while.
extract.
Correct. But in terms of extra stuff, they get a copy of Skylight, they get a copy of Abyss, they get a copy of Bane, and they get a red Supernova Dragon, which I think is the newish one. That's a retrain of Red Nova. Pretty sure. It's like your opponent activates a thing, it banishes everything else, and something, blah blah blah. And then they've got some creation shaking pack. No idea what this is supposed to be.
They get a little booster
yeah.
pack inside of
Which
the
they
decks,
did-
which
they
give you
did-
random rarities.
Yeah, they did one round of it for us where it bumps up some rarities and includes the additional like stuff that might help.
It was in the Charmers for us.
Yeah, so they get Red Dragon, Archfiend, Red Nova Dragon, Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend, King Calamity, Red Rising Dragon, and Scar Red Dragon, Archfiend.
And they'll won't be able to get quartzy raisies of those at randomly.
Yeah, no quartzies, raisies.
No, they'll have quartzies raisies in there. They won't be quartzies raisies, they'll be 27s raisies.
And then they get that specialty card that does nothing, the one that's called Everyone's King. It's just a picture of Jack Atlas with some children.
Yes.
Stupid card. And then
Faster.
Master of Faster. Oh, we're watching a thing today. Apparently, you know the dude with the Australian accent in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh? That plays like the battle suit?
So from
The Seal of Orichalcos dude.
the Seal of Orichalcos arc.
He had a bad
Oh
Australian
yeah,
accent.
Joey's rival.
Dan Fudo.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a Cockney accent.
Oh,
It's supposed to be Cockney, they fucked it up so bad.
because I mean, we used to think Atlas was Australian. I don't know. There's a contingent. I don't know. Like maybe that voice actor's attempted at Cockney, but especially the Orichalcos bloke, that came off way too Aussie. Or an attempted Aussie.
It was really bad. But yeah, we're watching a thing today, and when he said it was meant to be Cockney, I was like, holy shit.
Also, most of the people's arguments against that is going, well, they don't refer to Australia, so how can they be Australian? It's like, well, they don't refer to fucking Britain. I don't know.
Australia doesn't exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! Except
It does.
for when
Yeah, when
Uluru Sunrise gets played.
when Chumley desecrates the sacred land.
Yes. I summon my desk kangaroo.
That's not how Chumley speaks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I summon my desk kangaroo.
That was just the same accent pitched up.
Yes.
Chumley's probably one of my
Certainly
favorite
was.
voices in all of it because it's not like grating on the ears. It's just like he's just there.
His voice actor changed
Snorlax could talk.
in season 2.
Yeah.
It's not the same voice actor, season 1 to season 2.
Shit, I didn't notice.
See? The things you learn. The
Me and
things
Jake
you
learned a
learn.
lot today.
Oh, I have to show you a video after this too.
He does.
So we have the TCG announcement for the Age of Overlord set. So it'll be coming out October 20th for us.
No one's gonna give a fuck.
No, not. Oh, maybe.
Rarity Collection comes out
This-
2 weeks later. No
this
one's gonna give a fuck.
They're sneaking earlier.
Yeah. Because
Right.
we in COVID we fell a month and a half behind.
Yeah.
So they need to hurry it up a little.
Yeah, so just kind of resetting us back into the time frame that,
That
we're supposed to be. Because
seemingly
like
seems
Battles
like
of
what this
Legend
year
we're
is
getting
like.
now was way later last year.
I could swear that last quarter pack was always like pre-released towards the end, and then even sometimes it debuted like in November.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, now we're way forward from that.
Because we're trying to bring it back a little bit.
Oh, I'm even talking about a few years before that.
Oh yeah. It's like Invasion of Vengeance, for example, was November.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
it
think
was. Oh my god.
we slipped out to being like 4.5 months behind, and now we're pulling it back to get to 3 months.
Yeah, keep going. Get it to none.
I'll take it at 3 months. I'm happy
They
with it
say
even
list.
3 months. That way I don't have to wait too long to get my Rescue Ace cards.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're a
Oh,
month away,
Ace.
Jake.
It's just always. Well, this is
A month
the
away.
thing that I fear for you, Ben, is that you talked like this about dinos, and then you played dinos and you hated it.
No, he
I
likes
didn't
that.
hate it. Dinosaurs hated me.
Either way, you stopped playing them. So my fear is that you'll hype up your fireman, you'll play your fireman may hate you, you may hate the fireman, and then you'll stop playing them.
What?
That
he's
is
played
my fear
heaps.
for you.
With one card starters.
He's won locals with them.
He
Who
has.
is that?
But I mean,
The joys of having a working elevator again.
It's pretty good.
Hello? Okay, yeah. Level 6, please.
Spoilers.
We've been
Level doxed.
doxed. They know
That's why,
what level
that's why I
we live
stopped
on.
speaking so that you could potentially edit this out, but apparently you don't care.
Eh,
Anyway,
come at me, bro.
Just say, just say menu log and we'll let you up.
Yeah, just get to the house. Menu log. Come on up.
oh, someone's ordered. Beep.
Yeah. To be real, I do that all the time.
Yep.
I answer the phone, I'm like, someone's probably got menu log. No problem. One time it was Kurt.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one time me and Bragg were like, go away.
So back to the Age of Overlords announcement. So the main things they're hyping up in this are the Supreme King Zark support, the next wave of Mana DM support, and the Horus cards as well. They also mentioned that we're getting the 25 Quartzy Rarezies in this one.
25 Quartzy Rarezies.
Yeah, that's what they're doing in each of them.
In each main set, we get 25 Quartzy Rarezies.
Yeah. In Duelist Nexus, we're also getting 25 Quartzy Rarezies.
So I can get Quartzy Rarezi Fireman?
I don't know yet.
I'm in. Give me all the Quartzy Rarezies.
Could have done
I want my Quartzy Rarezi Firemans.
it. And no mention of a TCG archetype in the blurb.
Oh. Yeah, no mention of any exclusive TCG World Premiere cards.
So I wonder if they're still wondering if it's going to be a...
Is it still a 100 card set?
Yes. Actually, sorry. Possibly 121.
Oh,
101, I should say. Because 24 of these cards are available as Quarters Century Secret Rares, and one special card is only available as a Quartzy Rarezies.
So they are printing Fireman in Quartzy Rarezi.
For fuck's sake. Nothing indicates that the 2 cards of support that you're getting are going to take up 2 of the 25 Quarter
24
Century.
spots.
It might be that they... Oh, that'd be even better. Imagine if they give the one Quartzy Rarezies only spot to Fireman because they're like,
Okay.
oh, they're doing really well in the OCG, so we
Okay.
kind of have to, like...
No questions
Back
asked,
a
I'll
little
pay it.
Go,
Ace.
Ace!
So hard.
Go, Ace!
But yeah, 20th of October does have some Quartzy Rarezies, so people will get into it to some extent. Whether they get into it as much as they would the sort of collection edition pack thing that's coming out, hard to say.
I'm now so keen for the next set. We're only 1 month away.
And I'm going to hear about it every day.
Yep. I'm gonna set a daily reminder to remind Jake that the new set's X days away.
You won't need to because you're going to talk about it every time I see you. Like, there is no need for a reminder.
Do you reckon Siri will let me place a countdown timer till a certain date and it will just constantly have it just like pending?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also apps you could just get for that.
There's widgets where you can just set 49 days till this.
Anyway, in terms of time frame, I was kind of hoping that the OCG list would be out by the time we did this, but apparently it's not coming out until 10.
3 hours
so,
away.
yeah, that'll be at a later edition podcast. But what are we
Next
thinking?
week's live in Brisbane podcast.
Yes, true. That is a good point. We will be over in Brisbane for Oceanics, where we'll be doing next week's podcast. So look forward to that. Basically, it'll be pretty much the same, except we'll be tired because we will have been doing stuff all day, and the lighting will probably be worse because we can't take these with us.
And the audio quality might be worse because I might jerry rig a setup.
Yeah, so expect this, but worse.
Pretty much.
The YCS one was kind of rough.
Yeah.
It was alright. Good things were said.
Figure out how to get a regular little microphone.
Yeah, in
it was
fairness,
also
we
a
thought-
20-minute pod because we thought we'd get kicked
Yeah,
out.
we thought the security was coming to kick us out, so we like full Blair Witched it out of there. We're just like, but yeah, back to the OCG ban list. What do we think that they're going to address? What do you foresee them changing?
I was going to say if it's that crazy, we can talk about it midweek, but...
Oh, no, it's fine.
Just a
Oh,
case.
if it's like absurd.
Yeah, if it's a crazy one,
Yeah.
I would like to address it.
Yeah.
But
Me and Bragg will
Say
record
that.
a live
So
reaction.
you're either going to do a full
in 2
video
hours.
midweek next week or tomorrow, or we do a
I'll just-
footnote on next week's podcast.
We'll do both. But me and Bragg might do a video in an hour. We might do it like a live reveal.
Okay. It does mean you're staying up
Select
until
a
at
one.
least 10.
yeah, it's going to be us to 10, and yeah, select a one. That is all.
So I'm slightly concerned they might legitimately hit Rescue Ace cards.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like, on a serious note, Jake, it was the most represented deck in Top Cuts last week. Like last
Week?
last
Yeah.
period, or whatever that is.
Are you honestly concerned about a week of topping and your fire engine dying
The OCG.
in the OCG?
The OCG is done
area
well.
that doesn't affect you at all.
But what if I want to play it at Worlds?
Branded also did really well in the OCG. Do you know what it does in the TCG? Fucking nothing.
It's because it loses Dash Blossom.
People will counter your deck if it becomes good. That's the thing.
Yes.
And I just don't see it being as powerful a thing as like, oh my god, we have to stop the fire engines.
But I'm just getting at the fact that OCG will probably hit it. Like, it's
Again,
a very realistic thing.
What effect does that have on you?
You got hit in the OCG.
And?
The quality of firemen in the Japanese world will be worse. What if there is a school on fire and no one receives proper training?
training.
Yes.
Dekoichi.
Yes.
I don't know why I went Dingo to Gustav before that, but yeah, your draw one
Wants
flip
draw
effect.
cards. Sometimes you just want to draw cards.
I reckon King of the Swamp's probably a shout.
Yeah, I
King
could
of
see them
Swamp.
doing something with that, but also there's another 3 or 4 cards that do kind of the same
That
thing.
adds poly.
Yeah, but in terms of copying and affecting Grave, or copying a fusion
Why
material
don't
in
they
Grave,
just ban every 2 elements monster?
because
ban
clearly
all
they like them over there.
They'll,
Yeah, but
they'll
it's
still keep playing
it's
it.
kind of sad at this point that
Is
they're
it?
just like,
It's only a
I'm
year,
just
isn't it?
gonna
I quite
keep-
admire the fact that they keep going. Like, it doesn't really matter what they
It's
do
so
until they
annoying.
actually kill the deck off. People will just be like, I can still find an avenue to play this deck.
Did Pearly get hit last Banlist for them?
No, it's just
It's just
yeah, it's just super telegraph.
dropping off to
Yeah.
firemen. Okay.
And branded. And cash.
Interesting. Do they hit Branded Fusion? Have they already hit Branded Fusion?
I think it's
yes,
1
yeah,
to
the
1. Yeah.
It's
It'll be
the
interesting. Anyway, me and Bragg will see you in 3 hours to discuss this.
Burst, they still got super heavy samurai running around.
They're going to limit Fire Hydrant.
Toad to -1.
I wonder if they'll copy
500 to 2.
and if they copied the same Pearly hit that apparently was really effective.
Delicious. Total. I fucking... What? Happy... No, my friend Pearly went on auction the other day for like $13.
Yeah, this feels bad.
Yeah, I was like, if I knew this went for $13, I would have bought it. Especially because you still needed one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what do you do?
What do you do?
I mean, I'm not playing it till the Quartzy Razzie Pearly in August anyway. What? I mean, it's way too late for those 3 archetypes to get those those rarity buffs.
I didn't see anything about Pearly getting one in the Rarity Collection.
No, in Nexus.
The Megatins.
Oh, Nexus, yeah, who gives a fuck?
What are
anyway,
they getting in Nexus?
One more spell and another trap. I'm pretty sure that kind of
and an XZ.
They're also not in the Megatins. I
There was
don't know
another
if they were
XZ.
Oh,
Megatins.
the XE, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe it's not another spell then, because that means that means they're out of spells. There's no way.
They'll get Quartzy Razzies.
Yeah, but of shit ones.
Ah, it's okay. They'll be Quartzy Razzies.
Well, wasn't there Quartzy Razzies in Amazing? Whatever.
We got
We
Collector
got
Razzies
Collector
instead.
Res. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to our Discord. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord. Link will be in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Our first question this week comes to us from 656. Actually, a lot of our questions this week come to us from 656.
You?
In fact, exclusively from 656.
He's on a streak.
He is very much on the street.
Let's get this man's
So,
answers.
question 1. What are your criteria, ignoring rarity level, for a card to be worth money? Is it the effect, how generic it is, not once per turn, the archetype it's a part of, or can facilitate an OTK/FTK/combo?
Literally all of the above.
Yeah, those all
Put them
factor
all
in.
together, and you've got yourself Powerpuff Girls.
I didn't read Chemical X.
Yeah, my brain went-
Oh, Jojo.
Yeah, it's about that. Also, demand. I mean, I also do like a lot of. I put a personal worth in it and go, look, I know my limit on this. Like, and you can point at whoever and go, that's them. It's like, okay, so then don't sell it to me. That's all right.
Yeah.
Prost, $5.
I'll sell
Never
you.
works.
I will sell you Prost for $5 in November, and they'll be super rares.
And that's a good.
And he will buy them.
Yeah.
I'll sell you a play set of Prosts for $5.
And I too will probably buy a set of prosps of some rarity from someone, so that I can finally
Buy
play.
a case. But you're buying a case.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably
that's true. I did in
off.
fact say that. Yeah.
It's on record. We're gonna have a case battle.
Oh god, we've done that before. That was terrible. The fucking case opening went for like an hour and a half. We didn't even pull a Starlight.
Yeah, that would be mad.
It went for so long.
I went for an hour and a half, and I opened a Starlight in the first box.
Yeah, it's like, alright, well, the next part of this is going to have not much tension at all. Actually, but you still had it right.
Could it be a second Starlight?
Yeah. Double
At that point, I would have just edited around it and had the first box be your last box.
It was live.
Ah, mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, good viewership.
Is there 2 Starlight cases?
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one.
One Starlight or 50 Starlight?
I was going to say, if you go to America, you can get an entire box of Starlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there is still up. Like some will have 0, some will have 2, some will have 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I just, in all, like, I thought I would have, like, had one committed to memory if I'd seen it. Huh. Let me know. Research it now. Get the laptop.
So yeah, for me, the value that it has is sort of generic things. So like big hand traps or big removal spells or just generic cards in general. I try to get them in a nicer rarity to begin with. Like most of the time, the good stuff only comes in high rarity, so you kind of have to pay good money for it. And then try and upgrade as time goes on because you just always get your value from those kinds of cards. And then if it's an archetypal card that gets a random rarity bump, I'll try and grab that, like I did with Avramax not too long ago. I got the collector raresies of that one. Wasn't a fan of it. Didn't look any better than the secret. In fact, I think it looked worse. But in order to
Prefer
make
it as a quartzy. You're going to get the quartzy.
100% I'm getting the quartzy raresies.
Oh, so that's way gold, isn't it, that quartzy, yeah?
The text?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's gold, yeah?
Yeah, it's gold.
The 50th anniversary colour.
50th?
Yeah. Silver's the fucking 25.
No, the gold's 25. Silver's regular. Gold's 25.
I mean, in the anniversary gifts.
Ah, okay. Okay. I
Silver.
don't know what you meant to get.
When I see gold and think anniversary, it's fucking 50. Come on, Konami. Sure, it looks good.
But this one come first.
Yeah, he probably would, wouldn't he?
Waiting to last.
Virgil has to put up with it.
Yeah.
A lot of shit goes on that boat.
Next question. What is your favorite style of drinking glass? Does what you are drinking out of have any bearing on your feeling towards it?
Yes. And it's exclusively those little, like, kind of fucking hand-sized glasses.
What?
Yeah, you like those
it's
low-
like a Scotch glass.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, you like short glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like those for whiskey. Everything else comes from the Hungry Jack's cups.
I don't think they're particularly picky in this house.
You ever have a Long Island iced tea in a Hungry Jack's cup?
I rate Schooner Glask.
Really? Yeah.
Flask?
I can't remember the last time I got a schooner and it was not in a plastic cup.
Yeah, that's a bit gross.
Wasn't?
Um,
Wait, wasn't? Oh, oh yeah, you weren't out, Connor.
Okay. Everyone's too worried about getting glassed in Australia nowadays. It's like, you get plastic. The sun went down, plastic cups.
I like a tall glass.
Nah. They ever give me the option, I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, tall or short? Go fuck yourself.
And this is why Ben's not allowed in bars. 'Cause he
Wait,
keeps
tall
to-
and to the brim? Like, hold on.
A tall drink or
Yeah.
No,
a tall
a
glass?
tall glass.
I like tall drinks.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
I'm just wondering how much, because if you were to opt for a tall glass, you'd get ripped off. Why they'll just pour a bunch of ice in it and it makes it fucking taste shit.
Oh,
Are
what's
you
your
filling to the brim with it, basically? when you have a taller glass.
Yes, but it's still the same amount of alcohol.
Yeah.
I feel like double shots in tall glasses. I just feel like double shots most of the time.
Says the man that, as far as camera can read, is drinking straight from a vodka bottle.
I love 20 shots.
I love all the shots.
Look, water from glass, nothing beats it. And the only glass I own is either from Hungry Jack's or Liquorland.
Yeah, I like taller glasses, particularly because I am such a skinny person. Like, if I have a bunch of shorts, it makes me feel like I haven't drank as much, so then I'm inclined to drink more. So I'm drinking faster, and then I have blackouts. So yeah, I get talls, I drink slower. Everybody has a good time. Nobody vomits anywhere. Everything's fine. Next question comes to us again from 6i6. What do you hope your current deck says about you as a player?
Oh no!
Comes in two parts. So it is a self-reflection. So Bragg, what do you hope that your current deck says about you?
That I'm jumping on the trend of Engage to 2. And linkage as an OTK facilitator. That is what I hope everyone reads into my usage of Sky Striker. And not that I'm a brainless pervert fuckwit.
Ben, how do you feel people would view you playing Fireman?
Go loose!
You're obsessed with that. It's actually really weird.
It's a good deck.
It's a
They're
fine
cool.
deck.
It's neat. Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. And they're cool. Firemen are cool.
People go like, "Oh, this is neat." Then you set 4 from deck, and you're like, "What?"
And they're like, I hate this now.
Like, "Oh yeah, this is really cool." And you go, "Oh, effective search," and they go, "Oh, imperm." You go, "No, this can't be targeted." Is there a link to, like a generic link to, that stops whoever it's pointing to from being targeted? If there
Not
is,
anymore.
no. What was it?
Sprite elf.
Ah, I wouldn't have had a level 2 to make it.
Just another,
No, they-
just another link too.
I was gonna say, you just do some
No,
fucking around.
specifically just getting 2 monsters into a link 2 so I can summon the big guy and have that also not be able to be impermed. If my opponent tries to imperm
How
the
much
level 1.
shit do you want, bro? Calm your fucking farm.
Is there, like, seriously not just a link 2 that points down that all it does is protect from
I think-
targeting?
There might be a dark one.
Yeah, it's not Muckraker. Fuck, what is it? Muckraker.
Tall guy from the under.
Yeah, does she have it?
B Cop, no. B Cop tributes and puts a token on something so it can't be destroyed.
If this exists, comment it down below so that I can play it.
I'll comment now. It doesn't.
What if it does?
But, on to me. I don't think that my deck puts me in a good light at the moment. I don't, like, I'd say probably 20% of people look into it and they're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, at least Ritual can do a thing. Most other people are like, stop fucking with my extra deck. Stop. Just stop.
It's kind of rough until just don't rely on your extra deck. You weak duelists, use your main deck cards.
This from an avid skill drain supporter. Weak duelists.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
summon G1 Warwolf with skill drain on the field. What are you gonna do?
Summon Dante. Mill 3 for cost.
Yeah, hope you mill something good.
So just Dante in defense.
Yeah.
G-Mob Warwolf ain't doing shit. And yeah, the second part of this question was, do you agree with the other members' self-assessments?
You guys all agree with.
It's hard to agree with a non-statement.
A non-statement? It says everything.
It's literally onomatopoeia. It says nothing.
No, it says everything.
Good card.
What a good card.
Onomatopoeia.
That is a good card.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because Utopia.
Oh yeah, I guess it's the pun.
Code. Yeah.
I've always just read it as just the word.
No, it's onomatopoeia.
I think it's spelt slightly different too. It's not spelled like onomatopoeia.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway. Does that bring us to the end of the podcast?
Yes, we are indeed out of questions.
Okay.
Without having completed the last question, but that's okay. But thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are listening along, feel free to favourite. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Jump into our Discord, ask us questions for next week. As previously stated, we will be at Oceanics, so if you are there, please come up and say hi to us. We'd
I'm
like
going
to...
to try and figure out a way to do it so we can just do everything.
Yes, we will figure out how we're going to format it. But otherwise, we will catch you next week. Peace.